The attacker attacks with a straight punch to the face. You deflect it, let it go by, change your direction, and apply a wrist turn. As you deflect it, you turn into the attack, then you reverse your direction, strike, and apply the wrist turn. Deflect the attack, turn into it, reverse the direction, and apply the wrist turn. The attacker grabs your hair and pulls you forward. You strike, step underneath his arm, and apply a wrist lock. Move you forward, strike, step in and underneath his arm, apply the wrist lock, drive him to the ground. The attacker tries to attack you from overhead. Deflect the attack and apply a choke. As you sit back into the chair, bring the attacker's body into you. Brace him against your own body and apply the choke. Deflect. Arm around the neck, bring him down, brace him, and choke. This concludes the Jiu Jitsu Street Self-Defense Volume 1. This is Miguel Ibarra presenting Jiu Jitsu Street Self-Defense Techniques Against Weapons. The attacker attacks you with a club, you block, you throw him with osotogari. Block, strike to the chin, osotogari or reaping of the leg. Strike the attacker's chin as you step in for the throw, unbalancing him backwards. The attacker attacks you with the club again to the side of the head. This time you envelop the attacking arm and throw him with harai goshi. As you drive into the attacker, pull him forward and reap his legs backwards. Harai goshi. Keep his forward momentum going to make the throw easier. Downward strike with the club, step to the side, catch it in the crook of your elbow. Spread the attacker open as you apply pressure to his elbow and neck, strike his kidney area and drop him back. As you extend the attacker in opposite directions, you are applying pressure to his elbow and his neck. Attacker tries to hit you with the club from a backhand position. You block it. Step underneath his arm and apply a wrist turn for a throw. As you block the attack, you apply pressure to the attacker's elbow on the way up and under. This time the attacker tries to hit your lower leg with a roundhouse strike. Block the attack, bring the arm overhead and into an elbow lock. Block, bring the arm overhead, step in for an elbow lock, break, control the attacker as you drive him to the ground. As the attacker thrusts the stick towards your stomach area, you apply a wrist lock by using the stick. Grab the stick, rotate it, make sure you lock the attacker's fingers onto the stick as you apply pressure downward on his wrist. Draw, grab his hand, rotate around his wrist and apply pressure. As the attacker attempts a groin stab, bend your knees, lower yourself for the block, grab his wrist, rotate the hand in a high circle and apply a wrist lock. In this case, you want to make a large circle with the hand as you withdraw it from your groin area, so as to avoid getting cut with the knife. Again, the attacker attempts a groin stab. You block, turn in a circle, and apply a wrist turn. At this time, you drive the knife across the attacker's throat as you turn his wrist. The attacker thrusts at your stomach. You withdraw with the attack, grab his wrist, strike his elbow, step under his arm, and apply a wrist lock while returning the knife to the attacker. Withdraw as you grab the arm, attack the elbow, step forward and underneath his arm, and apply the wrist lock. As the attacker stabs at your stomach, you withdraw, apply pressure to his elbow. As you step under his arm, continue applying pressure so that his arm is twisted and his elbow is fully locked out. At this point, you throw him forward. Grab, apply pressure to the elbow, continue the twist. The attacker thrusts at your stomach. Step in a semicircle towards his hot side while controlling the attacking arm. Envelop his elbow, apply an elbow lock, and throw him over your hip. Backhand face slash, block it, and apply an arm lock. Block, strike with the elbow, reverse direction, and apply an arm lock. Udagarame. As the attacker thrusts at your stomach, grab his arm, turn on his hot side, strike him with your elbow. Raise his arm completely around as you change direction. Kick the back of his leg. Step over his arm, trap his leg and throw him. And apply an arm lock with your leg. Ude hisiji gatame. At all times during this technique, you must maintain pressure on his elbow to keep him from rising. As the attacker places the knife against your throat, when you raise your right arm, push his elbow towards your left and lock it there, thereby preventing him from slicing towards his right. Notice, slide it to the left and lock it, apply an arm lock. Slide it to your left and lock it right there. Apply the arm lock. The attacker places the knife on your stomach and presses. You withdraw, grab his wrist, apply pressure to his elbow, lifting him up. Place his elbow over your right shoulder and throw him in a shoulder throw with pressure on his elbow.
Whoa! Whoa!
As the attacker thrusts at your stomach with the knife, sidestep him, grab his wrist. With your left hand you strike his chin and you reap his leading leg from underneath him, thus throwing him to the ground. As you drop to the ground, you're applying pressure to his elbow against your thigh. The attacker places the gun on your stomach. Sidestep, control the gun and the gun hand. Apply pressure to the wrist and point the gun back towards the attacker. As you grab the gun, you must turn your body to the side. Point the gun back at the attacker and apply the wrist and elbow lock. The attacker places the gun to the back of your head. Raise your arms, turn in towards the attacker, and drop on his shoulder while controlling the gun hand and the gun. Turn into the attacker, strike, and drop on his shoulder